Good morning. We are here on this incredibly hot Wednesday. I hope you are keeping cool. I hope you have a lovely air-conditioned place to exercise with me this morning. We will be using a little ball or throw pillow, rolled up beach towel, something like that that you can use that has a little bit of give, and also some light weights. Those will be our only two pieces of equipment today. Light weights could be canned food, equally filled water bottles, something along those lines. Between those two things, that's all we're going to be using today equipment-wise. Just make sure that you've got plenty of room to move, make sure that you are healthy enough for exercise, and if you want to turn on a little bit of music to help you kind of get into the mood, that's totally fine. Just something with kind of a nice even beat will be perfect. We're going to start with about a 10-minute warm-up. We'll move into a section with arms and legs, and then we'll transition into our core section down on the mat. Then we get to finish with a nice long stretch. All right, let's start with our warm-up. Come to your space. If you have a mat, you can use a mat, but you don't have to have one. I want you to just bring your feet not quite touching, but just a little bit of space in between. And we're going to start with a little knee bend in and exhale. Bend those knees in and out. Bring it up and down. Last one. Now take that right arm forward, pop that left knee. Really press into the ball of the foot. Go ahead, press, press. Nice work. Press, press. Keep it going. Little bend. Last one. Now grab your ball. We're gonna just start really small. Reach up, bring it to your hip. Little tap of that toe, stop at that hip. Little bigger. Keep it going. Now lift that foot. Lift, lift. Here comes our last add-on. Bend that knee. Bend. Two more. Nice job. Take it to the other side. Little twist. Now make it bigger. We lift that foot. Last one. Now we lift, bend, lift, bend. Give me two more. Nice work. Bring your feet out to your wide plie. Keep that ball right here. We're going to press those hands into it. Elbows up, knees and toes out to the corners. We're going to just start with a little squat. You're going to drop those hips right in between the heels. Chest is up. Think of sliding yourself into a toaster. Couple more. Now we're going to take one heel up, the other one. One heel up and the other one. Excellent job. Get a little tricky here. Two heels. Pop them both. Keep those elbows up. Keep that chest lifted. Take it down and hold. Woo! Find that balance. Sometimes hard to come by early in the morning, but you've got it. Press into that ball, give you a little bit of balance, a little support. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those heels. Come on up. Go ahead, put the ball down. I want you to, got a little roll away. Just arms out to the sides. Give me a little twist. I need to come forward so I don't hit my wall. Little rotation through that torso. Take it up. Stretch the sides. Now give me a little tap, 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 tap. We're just getting that rotation a little bit deeper. 2 more. Excellent work. Come to the edge of your mat or your space. Put your hands right in the crease of your hips, right where you bend. Bring it so your upper body is parallel to the floor. And then we do a halfway lift. Half. Little micro bend in those knees. Don't lock them out. We lift half. Half. 2 more. Half. Half. Then bring those hands all the way to the floor. Walk it out. Hold it here. Nice, steady plank. And then we're going to do some walk-ups. We go down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Press into downward dog. Lift those hips, press into the heels. Bring it back out to your plank. This time lead with the other hand. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Give me one more downward dog. And then bring it down to tabletop. Little section of bird dog with a crunch. Start with that right arm, left leg. Extend, crunch, extend, crunch, extend, crunch, extend, crunch. Give me 2 more. Hold it at that crunch. Little pulse, 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 and drop it down. Couple cat and cows. Bring it up. As you exhale, chin to chest, arch that back. Bring it up. And exhale. Other side, here we go. Out, crunch. Out, crunch. Really reach through the arm and leg. 2 more. Hold that crunch. Pulse, 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 and bring it down. Give me a little child's pose. Come on up. Nice work. Grab a little drink. That's the end of our warm-up. We'll move into arms and legs. Just a quick reminder to take whatever modifications you feel like you need. If something feels like it's not working for your body, don't hesitate to either sit out for that particular exercise or modify it. Don't go as deep, don't lift as heavy of weights, put the weights down, whatever you feel like is gonna work the best for you and your body. So we're gonna start with the weights. And I want you to come into your wide plie position like we had before. I want you to get nice and low, and I want you to think of pressing to the outsides of your feet to keep those knees open. We don't want the knees collapsing into our forward space. So again, we're in that nice flat toaster, like straight toaster position. I want you to bring those hands down, and as we bend, we have these goalpost arms where the elbows are coming up, but they are bent at a 90 degree. Lift those arms. Keep that chest lifted. 2 more. Can you give me that half range? Halfway down, all the way up. Whew. Breathe. 2 more. Weights come to your hips, little pulse, 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 lifting up, up, up. Not in a hurry here. Lift, 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 and we're gonna hold those legs. Arms come back up, rotate, rotate. If this bothers your shoulders at all, just hold them steady up here. Almost there. Give me 2 more. Bring it down and come on up. Shake those legs out. Nice work. Okay, you have a couple of choices here. If you were here a couple weeks ago, you saw our little forearm curls that help to build those muscles and the grip. So you can do this with weights or without. It will get really heavy really fast if you do it with weights, so just kind of keep that in mind. Your legs, I want you to bring your heels as close together as possible with your feet turned out. This is going to fire up the booty and the inner thigh, so that's what I want you to kind of focus on. But if you can, I want those heels to be touching. The arms are going to come out. We're not going to lift, we're going to curl those wrists. All right, here we go. Curl. Curl, little squeeze as you come up on your toes. We're firing up lots of different muscle groups here. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do half range. Can you keep those heels off the ground? If not, go ahead and tap them. If you can, yowza. All right, we're gonna do a little pulse with those arms steady. Pulse, 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 woo, pulse. Keep it going, 4 more. Oh yeah, hold. Just little arm curls. Woo, hold those heels up. Almost there. And bring it down. Woo! Shake that out. Give me just a little stretch with that heel up. Stretch through the hamstring. Take a breath. Do it again. Here we go. Nice work. Okay, we're going to move into a little lunge series with some bicep curls. I want you to kind of think of getting into right angles with your knees. So you don't want to have that knee go over your toe. You want to just drop into some nice right angles. So give yourself a little space between the front and back foot. Those weights are going to come out to the side like this for the bicep curl. You could do this, but if you can and it doesn't bother you, we're going to take it out to the side. Here we go. We drop, drop. Can you tap that back knee? If not, that's fine. You go as deep as feels right for you. Breathe. Breathe. We've got that half range. You can decide what that range is, how deep you go. Don't forget to breathe. We've got a little pulse. Hold those arms steady. 4 more. hold the legs, curl those arms, curl, curl, curl. Give me 4 more. Woo! Stay strong. And bring that back foot in. Foot goes flat to the floor, 10 toes all facing the same direction. Elbows come up, tricep kick back. Two more. And bring it up. Put those weights down. Let's grab a drink. Nice work. Excellent job. I don't know about you, my heart rate's getting up there. Got some nice full body burn happening. Okay, pick your weights up. We're gonna do that lunge on the other side. So make sure, whoops, I'm about to do the same leg. Let's not do that. Okay, make sure you've got that space between the front and the back foot. Again, if you start to feel wobbly, you can spread your feet a little wider. Give yourself a little more stability with the width of your feet. Okay, those outward bicep curls. Here we go. Drop that back knee. Keep that breath going. Give me 2 more. We're at that half range. Four more. Little pulses, hold those arms steady. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those legs. Give me those curls. Oh, it's burning. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Little leg shakes. Nice job. Okay, we're actually gonna move down to the mat for this next little bit here. If you want, you can fold the mat in half to give you a little extra cushion on your knee, or you could actually grab like a little pillow, folded blanket. If your knees don't bother you and you don't care, you don't have to do that. Just a little something to kind of help cushion that area as we're down here. Your weights are gonna come to your shoulders like this. Your toe here, let me scooch over just to make sure everyone can see me. Your toe is just gonna be, well, foot I should say, is gonna be flat to the floor, but just kind of angled slightly towards me. So it's not straight out like this, it's just got a nice little angle. Leg is extended. Try not to lock out the knee. We're gonna push that booty back behind, but keep the chest lifted. Press up. Press up. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Reach those arms nice and long. That bent knee has a flat foot. The toes are not curled. Give me 2 more. We're gonna do half range. Keep those weights at your shoulders. Breathe. Breathe. 4 more. Oh yeah. Here comes our little pulse. 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 Lift up. 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 Tiny little motion. Almost there. And we hold. Little bend here. Press up. Is that quad shaking yet? I know mine is. Press up. Give me 2 more. Woo! in between sides. Whew. How's everybody? Everyone good? Going too fast? Kicking your butt? Hopefully not. Hopefully, or if I am, it's the good kind. And everyone's like, yes, we love it. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. That leg extends. Remember, just kind of have it slightly angled towards me. Weights come to that shoulder. Flat foot in the back. Bend, press up. Keeping the chest lifted the entire time. These are our last two. We do that half range, all the way down, halfway up. Weights are steady. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulse, 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 pulse. Lift, up, for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Then we press, 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 4 more. And bring it down. Woo! There's a lot going on in that series of moves. Okay, I want you to bring your weights off to the side. You can unfold your mat if you were using it, or move your pillow or blanket. We're gonna come down to our mat, and I want you to just have nice flat forearms, just palms nice and flat. And I want you to think of keeping your core lifted. I don't want you to sag it into kind of an arch. Same thing as when we do a plank, we don't want to overarch that back. So keep that in mind. Palms flat, one knee is going to stay bent, the other knee extends, the other leg extends out behind us. We lift, bend the knee and tap. Lift, cross, lift, cross, lift, cross. Keep it going. Breathe. Got 2 more. Half range. Bend that knee, tap it. Take that leg out, point the toe, little pulses, up, 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 lift, 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 lift. Control that movement. Hold. Squeeze that glute muscle. And then you're gonna, for our shift, we're gonna take it to the outside. Just a little motion out, 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 out. Feel that booty. Woo! 2, 1. Drop that knee. Give me just a little stretch. Nice work. We're gonna do that second side. Take a breath. Whew. And then bring those forearms back down to your mat. This time it's the opposite leg. Keep that knee bent. We extend that leg. Lift, cross, lift, tap that knee. Think about your movement. Find that control. Give me 2 more. Half range. That's that knee bent, tapping, and lifting. Extend the leg, point that toe, little lift, 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 lift. Focus on those glute muscles. 4 more. And hold, hold. Now take it out to the side. Little motion out to the side. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee. This time make your stretch just a little shift down. Forearms stay flat. We stretch through that lower back. Bring it up. Let's grab another drink. Okay, for our next move, we're going to use our ball. If you don't have a ball, you should be fine to use a towel or a pillow. It just might be slightly harder to kind of squeeze it and keep it gripped. So if you feel like whatever you have is not working, that's fine. You can put it down. It's going to help work our inner thighs just a little bit. So just kind of maybe focus on that muscle. If you don't have a ball, you can squeeze. Okay. I want you to take the ball and you're going to place it midway between your hips and your knees. That's going to be right in this area. And then get it in there, wedge it, hands come down, press up into downward dog, hold it here, and then bring it out to your plank and we squeeze, 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 press it up. Bring it out, squeeze, 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 press it up. Bring it out, squeeze, 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 press it up. Bring it out, we squeeze, 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 drop those knees. Give yourself just a quick break here. We're gonna do that again. But this time, the plank is going to be from our forearms. So when we lift it up into downward dog position, it's more of a dolphin. So kind of keep that in mind. If you don't like that, if that doesn't work for you, you can keep doing what we were doing it from your hands instead. All right, get that ball back in position. Come down to your forearms, press up, bring it out. We squeeze, 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 press up, bring it out, we squeeze, 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 press up, bring it out, we squeeze, 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 press up, bring it out and squeeze, 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 drop it down, take your ball out, reach it forward, just give me another little stretch. Nice job. That brings us to the end of the arm and the leg section. We're going to move directly into our core section. So I want you to just roll over, or not roll over, sit up, and you're going to take that ball and you're going to wedge it right at your lower back. That's going to just help us have a little support for this next exercise. I want you to think of keeping your chin off of your chest, and we're not going to round the back. I want a nice lifted, proud chest. We're going to lean back, arms come overhead, and then I want you to think of lifting up towards the ceiling. Lift, lift. We're not really coming forward, we're coming up. Lift it up. Lift, lift. 2 more. Then I want you to just do little pulse, 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 lift, 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 lift. Keep it controlled. Hold it down. Bring one arm down, then the other. Can you feel this moving into your obliques? Woo! Keep breathing. One more on each side. And bring it up. Woo, nice work. Deep breath. And then exhale. Excellent job. Okay, we are going to move that ball. And we're going to bring our bodies into what we call an earthquake position. It's called this because you shake. So if you're feeling shaky, that's to be expected. I want you to remember again to keep the chin off the chest. We're going to keep that chest lifted, lean back, feet come up, feet are flexed. We push out, bring it in, out, in, out, 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 out. Couple more, and bring it in. Give yourself just a little knee hug there. Deep breaths. We're gonna do that again. If you feel like that's too much and your abs are saying no thanks, you don't have to push your knees out and in. You can tap those heels and you'll still get a really good ab workout. So do what works best for you, but challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to feel that shake. Arms come up, we lift the feet, flex them, and we out, 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 out. Nice work. Two more. And go ahead and drop. Deep breath. Okay, we're gonna roll over so that we're on our side, little side plank series here. It's got two parts, so I want you to keep that bottom knee bent, and I want you to have your shoulder over your elbow for proper support. One arm is, or your top arm is gonna come up, and then as we lift those hips, that arm comes overhead. Lift, lift, lift. Working those obliques on the bottom. Give me two more. Now we're going to do that second part. Arm comes up, we lift that top leg. This time we're working the top obliques. So we're getting a little bit of each. Last one. Bring it up, little pulse, 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 pulse. Little squeeze of that oblique muscle. Oh, yes. Two more. Nice work. Switch sides. Shoulder over the elbow. Bottom knee is bent. We start with that little lift. Lift. Reach with that top arm. Breathe. Give me two more like that. Bring it down. This time we bring arm and leg to meet. Nice work. Two more. Bring that little pulse, pulse, pulse. Squeeze those muscles. Four more. And release. Excellent job. Let's grab a drink. Sometimes when we get to the core section, it feels like you're running out of gas. So if you can just stay strong for 2 more moves, we'll get to our stretch, which is, you know, my favorite part. I think it's everybody's favorite part. Grab your weights. We're gonna roll onto our backs. And we are gonna do a series of chest presses while we bicycle. So I want you first and foremost to think of going slow. We are not in a hurry here. Those elbows are gonna come to that little goal post and then we press up, but the legs are gonna come up and we do slow bicycles. I don't want any rush here. So we go out, in, nice and slow, really deliberate, so you can focus on the motion. Keep that breath going. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. The slower motions are sometimes easier, but they create that kind of slow fatigue that all of a sudden catches up with you. So we like it because it's a little different, but you'll definitely feel it. Drop those weights. Give me a little tuck of those legs, take a little pressure off that lower back. You can go ahead and move the weights out of the way. We're going to do a little series of bridges. This will be our final move, and then we'll get in a nice little stretch. So again, I want you to remember, we're going to just go kind of nice and slow and deliberate here. So come down to your back again. Your palms are going to face towards the ceiling. Your feet are going to come directly under your knees. And then I want you to think of just kind of rolling your shoulder blades underneath you. Press up, lift nice and high for that bridge. And then we're going to lift that right foot, flex the foot. We press out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Drop that foot, other side. Press out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Drop that heel. Keep it pressed up. Other side. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Drop that heel. Keep that booty lifted. Here we go. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Drop that foot. Drop that booty. Take a breath. We're going to do one more series of that, but we're just going to change it up a little bit. We're going to take that foot out, take it out to the side, bring it down, then drop it. So just a little extra movement here. So bring those palms down, face them towards the ceiling. Lift those hips, starting with the right foot. We go up, out, bring it in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Other side. Up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Lift those hips. Take a breath. Other side. Up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Other side. We lift up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Lower those hips. Bring your knees to your chest. Give me a little rock here. Relax. Just gentle side to side. Whew. Excellent work. Now extend your legs overhead. Embrace behind those thighs. Give me some point and flex movements with those feet. Keep your shoulders dropped to the floor. Now take turns bringing one leg in and then the other. Squeeze that knee in, then bring the other one in. You can start to slow your breathing. Pause on that right leg. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Pull it back towards you in a figure 4. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can use the right elbow to press on that right thigh. Go ahead, uncross those legs. Left ankle comes to the right knee. Bring it back towards you. Breathe. Uncross those legs. We're going to come up. Feet go back behind. Spread the knees nice and wide. Give me a little child's pose. Reach the arms as long as they can reach. Feel the stretch through the shoulders. Even through the triceps a little bit, down your sides. And then so that we can get deeper into our sides, we're going to walk those hands off to the right. Sink into that left hip so that you can feel that stretch all the way from the right pinky down through the right rib, the left pinky all the way down through the left ribs. And walk your hands off to the left. Sit into that right hip. Walk your hands back to the center. Bring it up. Come to hands and knees. Get yourself nice and square. And just like we did in our warm-up, we're going to do a little bird dog here. Right arm, left leg. Reach out. Reach as far as you can. And then reach around to the right, grab a hold of that foot and lift up. You should feel that in your quad, that big thigh muscle. And release. Left arm, right leg. Reach out. Then bring that arm around to the left, grab a hold of that foot, and lift up. Release. Let's do that one more time on each side. Right arm, left leg. Reach around to the right. Grab that leg and lift. Release. Left arm, right leg. Bring it around. Lift. Nice work. And release. Go ahead and sit so that you're facing me. I want you to take your left leg out to the front, but at an angle. And then I want you to turn your body, place both hands on the outside of that knee, and bring the inside of that foot down to the floor. We're pressing into that inner foot so that you get that stretch through the inner thigh. Keep the chest lifted. Breathe. Nice, relaxed breathing. Then take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, rotate back towards the front. Grab that left thigh with your left hand, and then use your right hand to grab a hold of the outside of that left foot. And then we just work into this stretch, going a little deeper every time. And then once you get there, I want you to hold it. Stretch through that outer thigh. You can even pull it across your body if you want to get a little deeper. And release. Nice work. Go ahead, extend that right leg. Both hands come to the outside of that knee. Press the inner foot down to the floor and get that good rotation to help you press into the inner thigh of that right leg. Again, keeping the chest up. Good posture. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come back towards the front. Grab a hold of that right thigh with your right hand. Left hand grabs the outside. Little bend and extend. Going slow as we work into it. And then here comes the hold. You might find that one side feels tighter than the other. That's not uncommon. Maybe you can't extend your leg all the way. That's okay too. Just find the spot that you can accomplish that stretch. Go ahead and release. I want you to bring your feet in front of you with bent knees. And I want you to just kind of hold on to the outsides of your feet and keep the chest lifted for now. I want you to just slowly walk those feet out. If you can get to the place where your feet are all the way extended, that's great. If not, just kind of grab on or keep the knees bent, whatever you can do to get that stretch through the backs of your legs. We want to stretch those hamstrings, stretch those calf muscles. If you can get just a little bit deeper, now that you're a little stretched, go ahead. If you want to keep a little bend in the knee, you can do that too. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly walk those hands back up your legs. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together now. Some people's knees will touch the mat, some will not. Doesn't matter. Just bring them in as close to your body as feels comfortable. We want to get this little hip opener stretch. So don't pull up on your feet. You can grab onto your ankles if you need an anchor, and then just lean forward however feels good to you, however far feels good to you. But we want to get that good hip opening stretch. So come down. You can even press your elbows on your thighs if you want to deepen that stretch. Excellent work. Be proud of yourself today. Be proud of getting your workout in early in the morning and taking care of you. One last big inhale. And as you exhale, come on up. Go ahead and sit however feels comfortable. Bring your right arm across your chest, shoulder drop down from your ear. And then we're going to take that arm back behind to stretch the triceps. And then release, bring it in front of you, just grab a hold of that palm, not the fingers, we don't want to pull on the fingers, just grab a hold of your palm. Let's stretch those forearms. All right, let's do that other side. Bring it across. I hope that when you walk away from these classes, you feel strong, not discouraged. I hope that you feel what your body is capable of and know that maybe you're a little stronger than you think you are, or you can push a little harder. I think walking away with that feeling of strength is always empowering, so I hope you feel empowered today. Go ahead and take it back. And bring it around to the front. Grab the palm, just gently press those fingers back. Sorry, press the palm back. I told you not to grab your fingers. Let's do a couple of little gentle neck stretches. Light pressure on the crown of your head. The other hand can come out to the mat, or if you want to deepen it, you can reach that arm around behind you. Find that little magic spot that gives you the good stretch from your jaw into your shoulder. Switch sides. Go ahead and release. Drop your chin to your chest. Keep your shoulders dropped as well. Then press through your chin and look up. Come back to the center. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. As you breathe in, think of lifting yourself up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, think of it coming back down. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them. That brings us to the end of our Wednesday class. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you stay cool, make sure you drink a lot, and thank you for joining me. We'll see you next week.